Welcome back to the stash. Some stories don't start with a hero. Some start with pain, with loss, with a man who made a deal that cost him everything. And in 1992, Todd McFarlane unleashed Spawn onto the world. A character born from revenge, tragedy, and the fires of hell itself. Spawn is one of the most iconic indie comics of all time. It broke records, changed the industry, and gave us one of the coolest characters in comic book history. Spawn issue 1 wasn't just the beginning of another comic book series, but rather it was the birth of something different, something darker, and something that refused to play by the rules. While Marvel and DC dominated the industry, Todd McFarlane took a gamble, creating a hero who wasn't a hero at all. A man ripped from death, bound to hell and cursed to walk the earth as something less than human. But this is, of course, just the beginning. Spawn's story only gets more twisted from here, and in the videos to come, we'll be diving into his violent crusade, his battles with the force of hell, and the dark truth behind the deal that damned him. For Spawn's story is about more than just vengeance. It's a story about identity, about a man trapped between what he was and what he's become. A soldier, a husband, a killer. But now, something else entirely. He was brought back, but not as the man he once was. His body is a prison, his memories are shattered, and the only thing more terrifying than what he's lost is what fate has in store for this Hellspawn. So for this video, let's start where it all began. A man brought back to life with no memory of the price he paid. This is Spawn, issue 1. Before we get into that though, I want to take a quick second to say that here at The Stash, we're trying to reach 10,000 subscribers before the end of April. It's a huge ask, but with your help, I know we can do it. So if you like Spawn or just comic content in general, feel free to stick around and maybe hit that subscribe button. And also, I want to give DK Goblin a massive thank you for requesting this video and for the countless support. I really appreciate you going above and beyond and being a channel member. But anyway, with all that being said, let's jump right back into the video.
And now Spawn. So turn off your lights.
This man, this lost man in a world that has forgotten about him, has returned. He knows he doesn't belong, not here nor now. He knows that somehow he has to get back. But he was played. The bet was rigged. He made him believe. And now, darkness consumes his soul. And the last thing this lost man would want is to die again. But he chose to come back. The Hellspawn sits there, perched on top of a church, with one certain question haunting his mind. Why? Services were held today for Lieutenant Colonel L. Simmons at Arlington Cemetery in Virginia. Simmons is best known for his courageous involvement in saving the president from an assassination attempt. Simmons rose through the ranks of the Marine Corps following his service overseas. His memory was honored by both the president and vice president, as well as hundreds of officers from all the armed services. His wife Wanda Blake remained quiet for the duration of the funeral, but seemed to need help near the end of the proceedings. Friends and family have all been supportive and will start a new scholarship fund in his name that will benefit. I remember there was someone to love, someone to hate, and I was something special. And proud of it for a time. Then they turned on me. He turned on me. I remember dying. And her. Oh God. She's so beautiful. I needed. He gave. I had to. All I could think of was her. So I promised and he accepted. All because of her. Damn his lies! He accepted the deal. On his terms, his rules, his way. And somewhere in time he bust a gut laughing. Yeah, he gave me power, but he robbed me of my memories. If I can just find her, then I'll know what this is about. But I can't even remember who she is. None of this makes any sense. A handful of images darting in my mind. That's it? That's all I have of my life? I feel I can do anything at all with my power, but why can't I remember? She'll know who I am. I'm going to find her, alright, and when I have some answers, I'm going to find him, the one who framed me. Elsewhere in a dark, grimy crime scene, Sam and Twitch try to make sense of it all. A man named Carlo Giamonti was thrown through a window on the 44th floor. Yet that's not what killed him. Sam questions if it was heart failure, but his fate was far worse. Twitch reveals that his heart was removed and stuffed in his mouth. It's a hell of a city, one that only gets more corrupt with each passing day. Meanwhile, in a crumbling, abandoned building, a woman prays for a miracle from God above, but her guardian angel hails from hell. The group of men are getting more aggressive. They want their sick, twisted needs satisfied now. One rips off a part of her shirt, but that was their final mistake. Spawn leaps down, wanting them all to leave the woman alone, or else they're all dead. One, though, thinks he's big time. He thinks he can take on the Hellspawn. But in a blink of an eye, Spawn snatches the vermin and hurls him out of the window. He turns back around, asking for who's next, and as if sealing their fates, one dares to talk back. But Spawn lets him know he's way out of his league. And with that, using his newfound powers, he makes quick work of the rest. Then he looks at the woman, sitting there, out of breath, still in shock from it all. Spawn's tone shifts. He tries to sound more comforting for her, telling her she needn't be afraid anymore. But at that moment, a sharp, fierce pain stabs Spawn's mind as he screams into the night sky. But while his mind explodes with the searing pain, images of that face, the face of the woman he's determined to find, begin to flood his brain. When suddenly, things begin to become clearer. Spawn starts to remember his funeral, the feeling of begging and pleading for someone to release him from the darkness, the disbelief that he's actually dead, then the feeling of her presence, warm, caring, soothing, but somewhere deep inside she feels empty now. She has no reason, no meaning, no soul, but his soul lives while hers is dying. Police are investigating the 4th gangland homicide in 2 days. The murder of Carlo Giamonti makes the 7th gangland murder this year, but Chief of Police Tim Banks denies any truth to the rumour of a possible mob war. Inside sources have also reported the 3 most recent deaths were unlike any they had seen before. It was quoted, "Even the bad guys don't sink this low." The mystery of these deaths seems to have so beautiful. But who is she? Why do I keep... God, no. She's my wife. I have a wife. But I can't remember anything else. I don't know what her name is or the color of her eyes. But we were husband and wife. That's why she was grieving at the funeral. It was her that made me want to come back. I let my mercenary instincts take over too quickly, got too caught up in this damn costume. I'm no hero. It's just that everything is so different. What happened to the last 5 years? I'm stranded here not knowing what's going on. I know I'm alive, but I can't feel it. Only thing I feel is this damn costume. Got to get it off. Get away from it. My face felt like... Jesus, what am I? What am I?